Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Raven Maureen, and this is my weekly vlog where I share tidbits about my everyday life, plus my small business and whatever I am making for the week. So I'm currently working on my new spring set, and I really wanted something that was bright and happy and unlike anything else that's in my shop right now. And so I chose these wildflowers that I had in my stash for a while, and I'm really glad that I decided to push forward and actually do this set. The other thing I really love about this set is that we've got octagons and squares and not just circles, and so I'm really glad I was able to express myself in a really great way with this pattern weight set. These are available now in my shop. After they finished drying and I started taking pictures for the listing, I got this really great idea to do like a behind the scenes of the behind the scenes. And so if you look closely, Joe is recording me with his iPhone, and you guys are going to see how that reel turned out in just a second. It's a new set of pattern weights in town. Grab a set of 3 or 6 of this floral set of pattern weights while supplies last. These are available in my shop now. So it's Sunday, March 2nd, and I am getting started on Simplicity Pattern 9822. I actually cut this out back in January and I never got to it, and so if you take a look at my video where I talk about my March sewing plans, I did discuss making this a priority in March because I love this boiler suit pattern. I've been wanting to make it for a while, and I just couldn't let another month go by without not getting into this. Right now I'm working on attaching the shoulders and working on the yoke piece. I did work on the pockets the other day. The pockets weren't hard, but it did take a long time just because being a perfectionist and wanting the pockets to lay right on the front of the boiler suit was going to be the utmost importance to me. And so I'm glad to be making further progress into this boiler suit and not going insane worried about pocket placement and flat placement and all these other placements. I'm happy to just be at the part where I can start connecting the front to the back. So like all Mimi G patterns, this pattern does have a step-by-step tutorial. I chose not to watch the tutorial on purpose. I'm kind of weird in the way that I really like to challenge myself with patterns, and sometimes the challenge is not watching the sewing tutorial, and that's what I did with this one. This was an easy pattern to follow along with, but there is a lot of top stitching, and I will be the first to tell you that if I wasn't sewing with black thread on top of black twill, this project probably would have taken 20 times longer because I probably would have been unpicking and picking top stitching throughout this entire project. For all of the top stitching, I did make sure to lengthen my stitch length between like a 3.4 and a 3.9, depending on like the thickness of the part that I was sewing down. And I recommend this because 2.4 stitch length does not sound fun at all. I also was trying to be very mindful of my needle placement, so when I was doing my edge stitching, I was around like that 7.0 range or that 1.0 range depending on which side, and then my second row of top stitching was right at 4.5. And depending on your needle placements on your machine and your machine settings, this could be either roughly kind of where you are, or you might have to make some adjustments on your machine as well. So I'm gonna pick this up tomorrow or in a few days, but this is what it looks like so far, and I'm really satisfied and happy with how it's coming out. So I did get a few supplies on this day for my Etsy shop. I got some small mesh pouches that I use for the smaller pattern weights when I ship them off. Believe it or not, baby wipes work really well to clean up resin, and always need some rubber gloves, and then of course, last but not least, some epoxy resin. Ordering supplies is always a good thing around here. I'll be very honest, I had a very slow January and February, and it looks like things are starting to pick up, which I'm really, really grateful for. Okay, don't be mad at me, but I may have gotten carried away with the flowers, you guys. So I bought this pressed flower set probably back in December, and once I saw how beautiful the wildflowers turned out with the pastels, I had to like tear this open and be like, okay, now I need to make another set. So I started working on this, and these are also live in my shop right now. And so I hate to give you guys hard decisions to make in my shop, but aren't these so pretty? Hey y'all, so I just got back from the doctor, but last night I was able to work a little bit on my boiler suit. So I did the cuffs, and they're calling it a midriff. So let me flip this around. This is the midriff here. So it's kind of like a waistband that separates the top from the bottom. Came out pretty good. So now all I have to do is work on the pants, the placket, and the collar. You know, this is really dark for May, and this wasn't the idea at all. I think I shared with you all, like, I was supposed to make this in January. January came and went, February came and went, and here we are. But I did consider like putting quilting blocks or something on this to make this a little more colorful, and that's not really speaking to me either. So I think it's just gonna be a black boiler suit, which I'm totally okay with. But yeah, it's a little dark for March, but the rest of the month is gonna be a little bit brighter. So even though I cut these out in January, I actually did not do any sort of dart markings until like now. And I do that on purpose because I know sometimes if you use chalk or some sort of soluble pen, it can kind of like diminish a little bit. And so I usually wait to do this step. And so I marked my darts with some chalk that I have, plus my white pen that is erasable with heat. Okay, so this never happens. Oh, you good? Okay. All right, so this almost never happens, so I have to document it. It is almost 3:30, and all I've had is a cup of coffee today. I need to eat something, or else this boiler suit will not happen. So, BRB. Okay, y'all, so Joe made me a plate. And y'all, I don't know if I'm hungry or if this is just too cute, but I gotta show y'all the plate. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all what we got. What we got going on. Okay, so this is a chicken salad wrap. some saltines, and look at the banana with the butter, with the peanut butter. Oh my god, this is so cute. I love this. He did good with the plating, right? He did good. All right. Let me have a little something for a collapse. All right, I just gotta eat. And y'all, he made the chicken salad. The chicken salad was good. I love peanut butter on a banana or apple. Chef's kiss. I love it. All right, let me go eat. See y'all in a little bit. Okay, next up I am working on the pockets on the side of the pants. All in all, from what I can tell, the pants part is much easier than doing the top. The top has way more top stitching, the pockets on the front, you've got the midriff piece, and then you've got your collar and stuff. So this part is like a breeze at this point. And now that I'm finished with the pockets, I'm going to start making my pant legs. And so the goal today is to at least get to the pant legs and then possibly attach it tomorrow and then work on my button snaps. Now I did buy a button snap kit and I'm really nervous about doing it. So we'll see how it goes. So as you can see, I am adjusting my stitch length even more because I am having to sew right near the inseam of the pants, and this is really thick. And because it was thick, I also slowed down the speed of my needle because I didn't want to go too fast and lose control. I would absolutely make this boiler suit again. The only thing that gave me like crazy anxiety was the snaps. The snaps were not snapping, unfortunately, and so I ended up doing jean buttons on the front. But as you can see, this turned out really, really gorgeous. So I've already had dinner, ran some errands, whatnot, but Joe has popped a button on his shirt for work, so I think he wants to wear it tomorrow. So I'm gonna sew this button back on. Actually, I have to sew a button on because I don't even know where the original button is. So I do have like this random button kit. I'll show y'all. It's like the most plain button colors ever, but it comes in handy. And I probably need, this looks kind of big. I think I need either between this size and this size, which is kind of small. So let's see. Let me compare buttons. Oh. So it's actually, that one is comparable in size to that one. So let me just sew that back on right quick. That way he can wear this to work tomorrow. want to thank you for watching this video. Now, if you like this channel and this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and let me know your favorite part of this video in the comments. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.